Welcome to Ohio State University, home of the Buckeyes and home of Saturday's monumental #1 versus #2 matchup between Ohio State and the Texas Longhorns. It is also the site of the final College Gameday broadcast for legendary broadcaster Lee Corso. Right now I am standing on the north side of Woody Hayes Drive, just across the street from the rotunda of Ohio Stadium, and right behind me is the set of College Gameday. This is Friday afternoon, so things are just sort of getting set up right now, but want to give you a chance to look around the set a little bit, give you a little behind the scenes look at what things are like at a College Gameday broadcast before there are a million people here tomorrow. We'll try and give you something tomorrow morning as well during the show, but this is a good chance to kind of get a look at all the stuff, what everything looks like before they actually take the stage on Saturday morning. Things are a little different, a little more Lee Corso themed than normal. That makes sense, I suppose. There's the bus that you will see there. College Gameday built by Lee Corso. Not an exaggeration either, I don't think. So just give you a real wide shot right now. That is St. John Arena, the former home of Ohio State basketball, right behind the set. And then there's this big lawn here. It's probably 150 to 200 feet from there out to the sidewalk, and that should be pretty darn full on Saturday morning for the actual broadcast. You see some Texas folks who were in town a little early for it, already kind of taking a little bit of a look around. We'll start on this side just so you can sort of see what's happening around the broadcast area. Got a tent with all sorts of merch, Lee Corso themed merch, College Gameday general themed merch. If you want your College Gameday t-shirt for general use or specific to this game or Lee Corso themed, it is all in there. Walk around here, get you a little closer to the stage here. There's the bus again. A little bump out where they can have people hang out in there. Got the Ohio State team shop here. And then you start to get into some of these little side stages. They have different areas where they'll have musical acts play, or they'll have different areas for reporters to be sort of out of the weather, away from people, and all carefully lit and all that. This is one of those side stages here. Here, this is the main stage. There's your DJ deck. You can probably figure out what happens on the DJ deck. There is the main set. Now, this is the back of the set. So you'll see the back of the chairs where Kirk and Lee and Nick Saban and Pat McAfee and Reese Davis will all be sitting up there. This is what they call the pit. So you'll have cheerleaders and mascots and stuff down here. And then on the other side of that, that is where you've got all the fans. We'll have lots of people with signs in there tomorrow. You've got sort of some separate stands over there, behind there. Walk you back out here, give you a look from back here. Here's one of these little side stages again. We've got a little path for them to walk down. And then they can get up on that little circular stage there. You'll have people up there. Again, musicians performing, reporters doing interviews, whatever it is up there. You will, if you were back here, you will barely be able to see the set on Saturday morning, because there will be signs, banners, flags waving, all that fun stuff. That's all going to be happening right in here. You can see they have a little walkway kind of all the way around here, so you can kind of get around to the different sections of the set without having to go through the huge mosh pit of people in the middle. So look at the set from behind. This is what the crowd is going to look like, but it is sort of the reverse of the camera angle you see on TV. We'll walk over here. More of the main stage. This on the right here is what's known as a jib cam. It's a camera on a big swinging arm. Lets you get lots of cool sweeping shots across the crowd. The jib cam is actually on the other end. I don't know if you can see it too well, but some real heavy weights on the other end that helps balance that real long arm that lets them swing that out over the crowd. Another stage here. They post the schedule up there for when they're actually going to be broadcasting something here, so that people know and can show up and be a part of the crowd. Friday 4 to 4:30 College Football Live, and then Saturday the big event, Lee Corso's final College Game Day, 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. So we're going to walk around here, give you one more look around the side. This is a little interview area where they let us talk to Reese Davis and Kirk Herbstreit earlier. They had a little interview area set off to the side here. And then when you go off to the side here, we'll dip outside this fence line. You see a little bit backstage. There is a ton that goes into this show, and a lot of the stuff that actually goes into the show you're not actually even seeing right now. There are 11 tractor trailers that they bring every week to put on College Game Day. It is an incredible show that they pick up. The circus goes from town to town every week. Just an incredible amount of people, equipment, stage setting, all that kind of stuff. So this is the sort of behind the scenes area here. There's the back of those big video boards. I'll walk over here, see if we can get you a look at the actual set for the broadcast. Again, we're right next to St. John Arena here at Ohio State. So there's the actual back of the College Game Day set right there. Still got people, I'll zoom in for you so you can see a little closer. Still got people building towers, building these sets, all that kind of stuff. But that's the actual set for College Game Day. You can see the guy working on the lighting rig at the top there. You can see some of the cameras. This is the direction that those cameras are going to be shooting on Saturday morning. So you'll see the crowd behind them. You'll see the stadium behind them on Saturday morning. So we're still getting stuff set up right now on Friday afternoon. There you go, a look behind the scenes at the final College Game Day, the setup for the final College Game Day of Lee Corso's incredible career. Should be a memorable, probably pretty emotional show on Saturday. It'll start at 9 o'clock on ESPN. We will do our very best. We will be over here before the show. We'll do our very best to get you another look at what things look like on game day. It's going to be very different, going to be a lot louder, going to be a lot more people here. And we'll probably be able to get a little closer, hopefully, tomorrow once we have our passes for the event. It should be a very exciting, very memorable day. And oh yes, by the way, after that, there's a football game too. Number 1 versus number 2. Should be a great start to the college football season. So we'll have plenty of coverage for you all day long at BuckeyeHuddle.com and YouTube.com/BuckeyeHuddle. Make sure you are subscribed to our YouTube channel, because we'll be churning out content about the Buckeyes, about the Longhorns, and about Lee Corso's final College Game Day, all at youtube.com/BuckeyeHuddle. Thanks for joining us.